When highly evolved AI set out to eradicate mankind, the carnage that ensues fills the air with the stench of fresh blood and burning bodies. In a desperate bid to prevent the calamities from ever occurring, a scientist bets everything on a remnant from the past. Turning the clock back 100 years, AIs are already an integral part of human society, programmed with a specific mission meant to be carried out for the entire course of operation. Vivy, the first ever anonymous AI, is a songstress tasked with spreading happiness through her voice in a theme part where she hardly ever gets a proper audience. She strives to pour her heart out into a performance, bound to repeat it day after day. That is, until an advanced AI from the future appears before her and enlists her help in stopping a devastating war 100 years in the making. With no time to process the revelation that slipped her world upside down, Vivy is catapulted into a century-long journey, a bird of the wild history of yet to come. This anime has about 13 episodes, premiered April 3rd, 2021 to June 19th, 2021. Based off of an original series, it is action, sci-fi, suspense, theme is music, and time travel. Each episode is 20 minutes per episode and is rated R and 17 plus for bounce and fan. Let's get started into the review.
What I really like about Vivy Fluorite the Eye song is I think it's kind of more of a different anime interpretation of I Am Robot, so with a female lead protagonist, and instead of I Am Robot, having like I Am Robot had help and fighting the AI destruction of humanity, and this one does too, but does it differently because you have Vivia, and for her, her one mission was always been told her songs would bring happiness to people who listen to her. And I think what's really interesting about that, for this interesting series, it combines action, a very smooth animation with a softer character development and a fantastic soundtrack, along with a brilliant story. I think overall, besides things that are slowly mentioned in the series as a whole, I think there's another aspect of what's the word I'm looking for, the beauty behind the song that the main character is singing. And I think overall, just don't overthink the plot too much, or you'll really lose the enjoyment of the series that it's trying to present within itself, and the beauty of the story and the mystery that surrounds it, including surrounds the mystery of our main character, Vivio. I think, for example, when you're looking at this premise from a audience standpoint, that's from my standpoint, you might see a few AIs, and they're a good relationship with humans, and versus AIs who don't have a relationship with humans, and that kind of leads to this whole turning catalyst, the plot of this anime pushing forward. I think that being said, after paying attention to Vivy and the other AIs and their goals and their mission throughout each episode, especially with the 13 span, you realize they all focus down on one singular event that happened 100 years ago, and we get presented that in the first episode, as well as seeing Vivio, her mission, how she started, and how her mission came to be. Overall, I think it's really interesting, fascinating how we're presented with Vivio in her core and her resilience to make sure this mission is completed, no matter the obstacles and lives that she's lost along the way. But I think overall the world setting is very beautiful. I think for as a typical human nature, for humans to develop AI to help us with our mundane tasks. And the one fear that the AI becomes sentient and overthrow us is one main fear that we can simply play in a very futuristic time and again. I think overall, what I realized, how Vivio's premise of her true character stays truth to the whole thing, and she never strays from that goal. I think having an AI that takes this goal and we're intersecting with time travel along with it, just it really has a really great start out in begin with. And to have the mention of time travel, I won't go too much into it, but the mission started 100 years ago. So the mission started 100 years ago before Vivy was even known and created for its purpose. But I think what's really fascinating about it is that it does have similar plots to Steins Gate or even Ren Zero, but I think ultimately for this series that it points towards the future and it keeps going further and further into the future. And I think how we see our future adapted is how I see machines adapting and AIs adapting, and it's a never-ending cycle of adapting. I feel like overall, even though this series does have a spectacular environment and animation, it's not without its flaws, and I do feel like there are pros and cons in every series. I think for this one, there's some parts that are missing, and some parts, especially the ending, use some type of explanations. I think on the other hand, for the most fantastic part, this plot falls on the main character. You get hooked with the series and you're watching her very every step, and each time she encounters another AI in their single mission, what they're created to do. And I feel like Vivy was created this character who's trying to follow that simple mission, and in exchange, Vivy, you see her change and understand the struggles to understand the mission that she was given. And I think more Vivy is more profound than just a character on a screen. We are taking Vivia's journey about herself and the little feeling that she feels, the passion that she feels, and the heart and soul that she brings to her song that she tries to sing on stage to bring to people to smile when they hear it. And then you kind of ask that soul question to yourself: can an AI have a soul? Can have a spirit? Because you always think when people think AIs, you think, can they truly have like a soul to be truly human? What makes us human ourselves? And we're also left with that, fleeting question, like the ever answered in a series. But you just have to figure out for yourself, because only we the viewers can know the answer by watching the anime. But definitely check out Vivy Fluorite song for yourself. I give it 9 out of 10, and definitely check out the songs in it because it's a fantastic soundtrack. I know you'll love it as much as I do. But thanks for tuning to this anime review, and I hope to see y'all real soon. Till then, bye.